Hello everyone. Welcome to my brand new channel. Yay! So yeah, welcome to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here. If you are new, of course, we are all new. My name is Rachel, and this is Talk with Rachel. On this page, we are going to be discussing events and trends as they unfold. I'm a very opinionated person, and I'm going to be sharing my opinions about trending issues while I also let you guys tell me what you think about them. Yeah, so we begin with the story of the trophy wife. Yes. So yeah, you guys, I'm going to be telling you guys what I feel or what I think about the whole trophy wife situation. I know, yeah, it trended a lot last week, and I had something to say. Like, I have a lot to say about it, and I'm like, I don't want to do this on my other channel, on my other reaction channel. You know what, let me create this channel so that I can come here and tell you guys what I think about issues like this. So yeah, the trophy wife. Okay, so there's this lady, just in case you do not know, but I know that a lot of people must have come across the trophy wife. A lot of people must have seen her. I mean, like I said, she trended a lot last week. Yeah, so there's this woman, her name is Isis, aka the trophy wife. She is on TikTok and on YouTube teaching young women how to get value men, how to be attracted to rich, wealthy men, and eventually get married to them. Yeah, so that is basically what she does on YouTube. She is, and on TikTok. Yeah. Okay, so just last week she posted a video telling us an emotional story of how she found out that her value husband is being essaying her daughter. Like, it was quite emotional, it was heart-wrenching, I'm not gonna lie. But let us hear from her, and we're going to also see what other people are saying about this while I share with you guys what I think about it in the end. So let's go.
6 weeks ago, I was changing my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter, and I noticed that when I changed her, she was red and very sensitive. And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her? Oh God. Gosh. So I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was daddy.
No way.
I felt like my world ended on that day. My husband wasn't home at the time when she told me, but I knew he would be coming home soon, so all I could do was just say, don't tell him that you told me. And I just instantly started trying to think of how I could get my kids out of the house, because I knew if I confronted him or asked him about it, that he would just lie, and that he would probably just continue to keep doing stuff to her, but just become more covert or more sneaky or whatever. As soon as my husband I got home. I He was actually picking up the boys from school, my two older boys from school. As soon as he got home, I told him that I was gonna go Halloween shopping with my sister, because I just needed an excuse to get out of the house with all the kids. And I knew if I said something like, oh, I'm going to the grocery store, that it would be suspicious. Like, why am I bringing all the kids and like packing things, like things that we would need and things like that. So going Halloween shopping was the best thing I could think of to just hurry up and get the kids out of the house. I'm sorry, I had to get myself together. So when I got to the hospital, they basically told me that we had to go to another hospital because they didn't do physical exams, like that kind of physical exam there. So a police officer escorted the kids and I to another hospital where they were able to evaluate my daughters. It ended up coming out that he had actually been touching both of my daughters.
Oh no. No.
Who are only 2 and 4 years old. It still feels like a dream.
You guys, quite pathetic. This was so emotional to watch. I'm going to let in on other people's opinion on this first before I go ahead and tell you guys what I think about this, right? So let us hear what people have been saying about this, because ever since this video went live on YouTube, a lot of people have had a lot to say about this, like positive and negative, right? I must. Anyways, let's hear them. Okay.
I want to take a minute to talk about something. Sprinkle Sprinkle and soft life and luxury life is killing us slowly. And the hot topic this week is that trophy wife talking about how her husband has abused her 2 young children. So I haven't listened to the ins and outs of the story, I've just been seeing the clips about it. So I heard is that I think in the beginning of the relationship or the marriage that he used to force himself on her, and I think it was about 4 times that he forced himself on her.
Really?
Sorry, I'm not procreating with a nigga that has the potential to grape me under the pretense that, oh yeah, he provides for me, he's giving me soft life, he's a millionaire. What the fuck? And I don't know if that's a thing that's come with age, because, and I know that there's certain things I don't have to accept, and I'm okay with not living this fancy luxury life. Secondly, I think it's really sad that there's a lot of women that will kind of let their morals go or overlook a lot of things because a man is providing for them, or because a man can take care of them financially. Sorry, I'm not getting abused in my house. I'm not letting a nigga beat me between the washer and the dryer because he's rich. Absolutely not. Secondly, as a woman raising a daughter is scary. A lot of women are following people like Shira7 who are saying, oh, strategically position yourself to get a man of high value. You need to be this, you need to be that. Guys, you need to be grounded within yourself. You need to understand what you have and what you want, and not be following no women on the internet because, oh, they're chasing men that are high value because they want a man to look after them. No. You need to, especially in your daughters, I feel like you need to instill a strong sense of self, a strong sense of individuality, so they know that this is what I want. I don't need to follow anybody on the outside or because they have this luxury life.
Exactly.
And that ties perfectly into the fact that social media is killing us. People need to remember that social media is a highlight reel. Women can show you the fancy cars, the fancy trips, the fancy house, the fancy whatever. But they're not going to show you at home where he's being inappropriate with their kids. They're not going to show you where he's knocking them upside the head. And I think that's why you need to remember that not all that glitters is gold. And I'm not saying that there's people who don't have amazing husbands who are rich and are actually genuinely living the life of luxury. But I also think that you need to just remember that you're only seeing a snippet of somebody's life. You need to ensure that your daughters are happy within themselves. Not even just your daughters, women as well. That you guys are happy within yourselves and you're not kind of You're not willing to do whatever it takes because you want that bag, because you want that car, because you want that holiday. People forget that it's okay to be regular. It's okay to go on holiday 2 or 3 times a year. It's okay to work a 9 to 5. It's okay to not fly business class all the time. I say all that to say, stand strong in who you are, in what you want, and your morals and your values. Don't let the internet gash you into thinking that, oh, you need to bend to anybody's whim or bend your morals because you want a certain lifestyle.
I can't agree with this particular speaker less. Like, she's so on point. Everything she said about this, it was quite relatable. Quite, like, I cannot agree with her any less. Let's go to the next speaker.
I think by now we have seen the video of the trophy wife and what has happened to her and her children. It's a very sad situation, but it's also sparked this online debate on sprinkle, marrying rich, and what we're teaching our young girls regarding marriage and relationships and what it's supposed to be. And I've always had the mentality that marriage is built on so much more than the materialistic stuff. And sometimes as Christians, as most of us are, we will talk about sprinkle, yet the Bible says that the love of money is a root of all evil. It says that we shouldn't even be chasing after those things, yet we want to build marriages based on that. And then we get those marriages and we end up crying and we wonder why. Those things do not make for a good marriage. Kindness makes for a good marriage. Someone who knows God makes for a good marriage. True. And I read something that if you have a partner and you look at them and you think to yourself, would I want my children to be exactly like him? And if the answer is no, in whatever aspect it might be, then that is not the man for you. Okay? If that person is lying, cheating, scamming, getting his money fraudulently, and you know that you would not want your son to turn out to be like him, then you're with the wrong person.
True.
Okay? Values, character, kindness, that matters so much more than whether you're in a Lamborghini, because you can have all that and still come on TikTok
and cry
and look at someone in a 1-bedroom apartment who is so loved and think to yourself, I wish my husband loved me exactly like this man loves his wife.
Wow.
You could have all that and see a young teenage couple, the boy getting the girl flowers, and wish to yourself, I wish my husband would buy me flowers. It's not easy to be cheated on. It is not easy to be beat up on. It is not easy to have someone abuse your kids. That is not easy. Whether you get the soft life or not, that is not easy. So you know what? I will take a man that I can build with over a man offering me all that who does not have good character and who doesn't know God. So, ladies, choose carefully.
Choose carefully. Like, choose carefully. There's no better way to say this, guys. Choose carefully, ladies. Like, it is not about the soft life, it is about values. And I find out that we have just lost value. Like, the world we live in right now, no longer cherish value. No one talks about value. All you hear people talk about right now is money. And it seems almost as if we wake up every day, like the whole essence of our existence is to make money, is to be rich, is to let's hear what the next person has to say.
I just hope that this new trophy wife situation teaches young girls to stop pedestalizing these kinds of relationships and these kinds of men. Yeah, you might find yourself in a situation that you literally cannot escape from because of a financial power dynamic. And I don't understand why that is not the central conversation when it comes to these femininity coaches, because that's what she was. She was a femininity coach. She was a divine, become your ultimate woman was her tagline. And this is what women go through. This is the thing that I don't understand. It's so ironic and it's so cathartic. This is really what women go through. This is becoming an ultimate woman. One of the pillars of the suffering that women face is sexual violence to our children. So what I'm confused about, right, is why people are still lending credence to this like femininity coach kind of like space. Stop pedestalizing these kinds of men and stop pedestalizing these kinds of relationships. It's just gonna hurt us. There's nothing we benefit from this.
True. You can go on TikTok and search trophy wife, or on YouTube search. You're going to see tons and tons and thousands of reactions about this. But these three, resonated very well with me. And let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Share your thoughts. I would love to see them. So finally, what do I think? First of all, I feel like we are concentrating on the less important things. People are talking about the less important things. Most people, not all of the people, right? Most of the talks about this that I have seen are centered on the less important things, like, oh, why is she sharing this on the internet? Oh, this should be a private matter. It shouldn't be on the internet. It shouldn't be in the open. Sort your problems within yourselves. Don't tell us this, don't tell us that. Like, a lot of people are bashing her and calling her names and saying things like this. She's not supposed to bring it in the open. Guys, that is not the issue. Really, the issue here is okay, let me calm down. That is not the issue. The issue is, did she say the truth? What she said, was it correct? Did this man actually do this? Did the man actually commit this crime? And if he did, what has been done to him? Is he free walking in the open? Is he freely walking about and going about his businesses, his activities, as if nothing has happened? I think that is what people should be more concerned about, and not whether or not it is let out in the open. I mean, it is her life. She's a social media person, and she has always shown us, or shown you guys. I never knew her, honestly, before now, and I've never watched her, right? But she was showing you guys her husband. You guys are still going to come back tomorrow asking her where her husband is. So she deems it necessary to tell you guys this is what happened, just in case you stop saying my husband on this space, right? That is what I think about this particular thing. Then secondly, social media. social media, oh my god, it is doing a lot. The life that she sold was a lie, believe it or not. I'm going to tell you guys this. She sold light to you people, and you guys bought it. All of you have followers. She's been out there telling you guys every good thing about this man, how he does everything for her, how you shouldn't work, how the only thing you should think about is getting a rich man, a high value man, to take care of you, right? But in the real sense of it, you guys, that is not the life that she is living, because she has a monetized YouTube page, she has a monetized TikTok account, and she's making money from there. This means that she's not just sitting at home with her hands folded and eating her husband's money. No, she's actually working. Right? So she's telling you guys something that is different from the life that she is living, and you guys bought it. Yes, you guys bought it because she has followers on TikTok and on YouTube. Right here, she has thousands of followers, thousands of subscribers. Yeah. Now, value yourself. All I can say about this is, before you look for a high value man, make yourself a high value woman, right? Have something doing for yourself. Make sure that you have value, you have something to offer to the society, you have something to offer to your children. Becoming a mother is not easy, right? Before you think about all the good things that would come with just sitting down at home and eating your husband's money, think about what you can take and what you cannot take from these men, because a lot of the times these men that are providers are also, like she called her husband, monsters. Like, I'm not even joking, I've had a first time, like, real life experience of this. I have seen someone experience this, someone that I know very well. You get married to a rich man, but at the end of the day, he's not even providing for you. No one sees you as a rich wife. No one even knows that your husband is rich. You're living in denial. You don't want to tell yourself the truth, right? So, you guys, before you pray to marry a value man, a rich man, make sure that you have something to offer. Make sure that you're a value woman in return. Finally, I want to say that the world is so bitter. Like, the social media space is so bitter. Someone was out here crying and telling us all the bad things, and told us someone was out here crying and, you know, telling a story as horrible as this, and people are blaming her. I see people calling her bad mom and, you know, a lot of things. That's, I don't know if this should be in another video, but let me try and put all these things in this video, right? Because they heard her kids cry in the background. Like, this woman is a mother of 5 kids, for crying out loud. I'm sure if you go to my other channel, you're going to hear my baby cry, not once, not twice. That does not mean that I am a bad mother, or that I am being negligent of my duties of a mother, or that I'm neglecting, you know, my child. It means that while I am here, the child might be in the room and he might just get up from his sleep and he will start crying, right? So wherever there is a child, in any home where a child is, you're bound to hear babies cry. She was in the house at least, and she was downstairs working. Believe it or not, she was working. Her video content is her job. She's making money from it. So she was downstairs working while the child was crying upstairs or wherever. And you guys have the mind to blame her for what an adult did. You guys are out there blaming this woman for what a full-blown man, for a crime a full-blown man committed. Like, let's do better. We can do better with our judgments. Like, no judgment at all. Empathy first before judgment, right? Let's empathize with her. And so I empathize with you, Isis. I am so sorry for all that you have to go through. Put yourself together, be strong. Sending you all the love and support that you need. Congratulations, your video is doing well. It has gone viral, and I hope that you do something good for yourself with the coins that you make from this video. I hope that going forward, you're going to become a better person, and, you know, show your real self rather than selling lies. Because as far as I'm concerned, you sold lies, but that is not to now take away from the crime that your husband committed, the evil, the atrocity that your husband committed against your daughter. I'm so sorry for that, and I send you healing both to you, and so I send healing both to you and your daughters, right? So with love from here, bye. Guys, kindly subscribe to this channel. It is brand new, and I'm going to be coming up with trending gist like this. As you can see, it is Talk with Rachel, so we're going to be talking on this channel. Thank you guys. Subscribe, like this video, share, guys. Yeah,